right, Rattler fans, welcome live inside Milk Reed Arena. The time has finally come. It is the Newman Jets visiting your St. Mary's Rattlers. David Tovar, Joe Rodriguez, and we'll kick it over to our PA announcer, Russ Kubicek, for the announcement of the starting lineups.
At 4, the 6'5" junior, number 4, Marquise Kyler. At guard, the 5'10" senior, from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, number 23, 11, Taylor. And at center, the 6'10", number 30, Ryan Finish. Assistant coaches are R.J. Miller, Dan Cosgrove, Eric Brown, J.J. Newman,
They wish they could pop as good as we do, guys. I ain't got no worries. 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 Right. Hey guys,
Rattlers are fired up, Joe.
I think so too. It looks good.
And hopefully you're fired up with us as well inside Milk Reed Arena. Jets Rattlers set to take on.
Jets already on the court. Rattlers spending a little extra time at their bench. Newman looks like they're ready to go as well.
5 on the floor for the Rattlers to begin this one. It'll be Bauer and Sadufu at guards. Taylor, Matthews, and Kotzer in the front court. And it'll be Matthews jumping. Got that athletic ability. He had a nice bounce back game for himself on Thursday. 11 points for him in the affair. 11 for Bauer, and the Rattlers will win this one.
Taylor, free throw line extended here as we get underway.
We talked about in the pregame show that Rattlers lost over there at Newman 63-69, I believe.
63-60.
63-60. As Taylor's first shot, no good. Rebound comes out to the Jets. And so they only lost by 3. Maybe here can get some redemption on their home court. Offensive board by Newman. That shot, no good. Way off the mark, and it's the first rebound for Kevin Kotzer.
Yeah, Collier not able to get that one to go. Sandufu now knifing his way into the lane. He'll pass out to Taylor. And now Bauer will set it up.
Right around a minute gone by, still scoreless.
Kotzer trying to work for position, but he can't get very deep so far.
They're doing a good job defending him, and I'm sure he appears in all scouting reports. Taylor shot from the elbow, that's good.
of going ahead and say Taylor's the guy who has to take advantage most of his matchup. He looks like he has a good 2-3 inches on this guy.
Agreed. I mean, Taylor, one of the few Rattlers who has the ability to create his own shot, and he did it right there. 2-0 lead for St. Mary's. Now the Jets, 10 seconds remaining on their shot clock.
That's some excellent defense right there. Forced shot.
Tough jumper. Good defense there by St. Mary's, and now the Rattlers rolling.
Oh, some incredible defense, a full 30 seconds. Here's Taylor.
Another tough jumper. Almost got that to go. Rebound.
Looked to me like he was trying to draw the foul, but no call there. They're going to let him play. Near steal there from StMU.
Good defense there by Taylor, and that's one of his underrated traits, Joe. He's a good defender as well as a terrific offensive player. That shot is good for 3. Trey Beck with a tray.
Some full court pressure here on the point guard Bauer. But it looks like it's just straight up man-to-man full court. Looks like an early substitution already for Newman.
Yeah, maybe.
Now 2 men coming now.
Yeah, head coach Mark Potter not liking what he's seen.
Well, they got a deep bench over there. It looks like they brought 15 guys with them here.
Yeah, 5 on the floor and about 10 on the bench. There's Bauer trying to get something going. Matthews trying to pose Daryl Taylor. Errant pass. That's deflected out of bounds, and here we come with the substitutions early for the Jets.
Trey Beck will go out, as will Darrell Traylor, not to be confused with Darrell Taylor. First substitutions just before the 3-minute mark.
There's Darrell Taylor working on the left side, swings it over. StMU steps into this one, a 3, that's good.
Nice job, he knew how much time he had on the shot clock there, knew he had to create something there. Good step back.
And StMU, I mean, he's really got to get it going, and once he will, the Rattlers will be a lot to handle for the Heartland Conference, and if it's been the perfect time to get it going down the stretch and going into the Heartland Conference tournament.
And you remember in that Heartland Conference championship game, he led the Rattlers in scoring last year en route to their win.
Just proving how important StMU is, and Taylor's going to get tagged with a foul, and again,
Frankie Dayton will be going to the line.
Again, the Rattlers holding the Jets low into that shot clock. This time Taylor just committing a foul there.
And another substitution now for the Jets, it looks like.
3 more substitutions. They're going to sit out the whole 5, or maybe bring back a couple of the guys they sat out quickly.
Drayton gets the first one to go. Looks like they'll be trying to keep them fresh more than anything else.
Maybe trying to throw the Rattlers some new looks, some different looks.
I don't think there's a starter remaining in the game for the Jets here. Rattlers still with their original 5 on the court.
And we're all tied up at 5.
You still see this full court man-to-man. And now here comes the double. Dangerous pass by Bauer, but StMU manages to get to it, and now the Jets have to scramble.
Way to connect it there. And the Rattlers have struggled the entire season with the press. So nice to see them breaking a quick one there.
Kotzer, his first touch of the day.
Ooh, almost picked. The height advantage that Kotzer has right now. But just like that, a very interesting start to this one. 5-all. You're watching men's basketball right here live on EOStream. Now welcome back, Rattler fans, inside Bill Green Arena for this Heartland Conference matchup between the Newman Jets and the St. Mary's Rattlers. Dave and Joe with you. We promised we got another Talking Rattlers upcoming. That'll be coming to you this week.
We took a little break here this week. We have games every week, every night of the week, I do believe.
Minus Monday.
Minus Monday. Well,
here's Matthews, a tough jumper, no good. Kotzer almost coming up with that offensive board, and here come the Newman Jets running.
Drayton trying to create for himself.
Nice pass. A long three. That shot no good. Kotzer trying to volleyball that to himself.
And what ball control there. 1, 2 tips, and then he finally comes up with the board. Sundufu.
Got some space there. Instead holds on to this one. Still early in the shot clock. Nice screen by Matthews. Here's Taylor left side looking for Matthews down low. He had 11 last game. That shot too strong. It'll stay with the Rattlers. Fresh shot clock for them.
Thinking I'm seeing a zone out of the Jets here. I wasn't exactly sure there.
And we'll see our first sub of the afternoon for St. Mary's. Fred Wilson checking in for Darryl Taylor.
Sure does look like a zone, but they're trying to disguise it as man.
Here's Sundufu. He's going to call for a traveling violation.
So far, what do you see, David? What's going on here?
I think both teams are playing incredible defense. Oof.
Man, he hooked him there. Offensive foul called. That's the right play.
Great break there for the Rattlers. I think both teams are playing really good defense and kind of in a feel-out kind of stage right now for both teams. Yourself, Joe, what are you seeing?
I'm seeing the exact same thing. They're both really taking their time in the offense. We see them using pretty much all of the shot clock so far. I mean, it really is a slow pace so far here today, but both teams playing it smart, and I'm a bit surprised how much Newman's using their bench. I haven't seen them play yet this year.
Kotzer over to Wilson left side, and a foul underneath again, and that will be two quick ones. Number 24, Elad Emralu. And now substitution time for the Rattlers. Hubneck and Justin Alexander for Kotzer and Matthews.
Brad Emmalud, actually out of San Antonio, Texas.
Really?
A little bit of a homecoming here today. I wonder if he has family in the stands. Speaking of stands, pretty nicely filled up for a Saturday game, don't you think?
Indeed, and I mean, a big game like this, you got the Rodney Rattlers out, you got the Colt Blue dance team and the cheerleaders. Great atmosphere here inside Bill Green. There's Hubneck down low.
He's doubled quickly. And
nice pass. Alexander just not able to get the handle on this one. And now the Jets on the break. And good job by Sundufu making that tough without making contact.
Good play there by Akuri. He protected the ball with his body there so Sundufu couldn't chase him down for the swat.
Top of the key now. The working are the Rattlers. Here's Bauer. Fred Wilson. Traveling violation. And
looks like they're going to double team that post all game long. See if the Rattlers might be able to pass out of the post, nail a couple of threes, and make them respect it.
That's exactly what's going to have to happen, Joe. I think, as you saw on Tovar's take, the Rattlers play inside out, and I think tonight they're going to have to go a lot of outs, and then they're going to have to rely on their shooting. And they got guys who can shoot. Taylor, Sundufu, of course, quickly come to mind. Fred Wilson also has a stroke. Bauer can shoot it too. That three is launching. Apparently, Frankie Drayton can shoot it too.
And Drayton with 5 points here so far as the Rattlers now trail 5-10.
The Rattlers have been terrific at home. They are 10-1.
A little bit of high-low being played here by the Rattlers.
Here's Hubneck. That shot rejected. And now here come the Jets again. Here's Drayton handling. There's Drayton handling.
Nice little play there for the Jets for the baseline jumper. It's good.
And that one's Ryan McCarthy. He gets his first bucket of the game. And the largest lead for the Jets, it's at 7. Here's Sandufu, right side. Good defense by the Jets. Sandufu in the lane. That shot no good. Tough jumper. That's the one Sandufu likes.
Yeah, he did a great job cuffing the ball there with both hands so it wouldn't be stripped away, but then he just couldn't get it to fall.
Tough shot there and a lot of contact. Foul on the Rattlers. We'll see Mark Simmons about to check in. Joe, Mark Simmons, a guy I'm really high on.
It looks like we're going to have a platoon swap here for the Jets. Everyone's coming in.
Yeah, and it's something I guess the Jets want to incorporate in this game.
Well, it's really working effectively for them. They're keeping their guys fresh. Kotzer looks like he'll also be coming in, and you have to keep your guys fresh if you're going to be applying the pressure defense that they are. So it'll be all the starters returning to the court except for Akui, who's shooting the free throws. He'll stay on. I don't think I've ever seen a platoon swap in college basketball.
Oh, you see them rather often. I want to tell you it was Permian Basin that did that a lot last season when they came here to Bill Graham.
And 0 for 2 there.
That's a good break there for the Rattlers.
Somewhere Rasheed Wallace, he's watching and yelling ball down the line.
Indeed. Here's Simmons, and as I was saying, as he came in really high on this guy, he can create his own shot, and right now, we need some offense. Look for Simmons, and he's going to play alongside Bauer. Simmons, who started off the season as a point guard, he's really a shooting guard. Point guard out of necessity, as that shot no good by Wilson. Wilson as well. Wilson, a defender, he's athletic, but he also has a silky shot. Look for him to use that here. Kotzer back in alongside Alexander, so if the Newman Jets had to worry about one post at a time, make it 2 here. Offensive foul going the other way, and that will send us to another break. Stay with us. You're watching on the action. Shout out to Bristol, Connecticut if you're watching us in that snowstorm. 11:34 remaining. 7-point lead for the Jets. You're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. There's about 11:30 left here at beautiful Bill Griehe Arena. 12-5 the score in favor of the Newman Jets. Rattlers haven't gotten a bucket for about 5 minutes, I believe, David.
Rattlers have gone cold. Daryl Taylor with 2 of the Rattlers' 5.
And Moses Sandufu, the knockdown three-pointer at the buzzer, the other 3 points.
And that's even about two media timeouts ago. Here's Simmons handling. Now Alexander top of the key and kick ball.
And they're really trying to eliminate Kotzer from the game here.
And he picks up a foul.
And actually not a kickball. I think they're calling a
offensive foul.
I believe that's on Kotzer.
Not what you want to see here.
That's Ryan Mesh, number 30 for the Jets. He's doing a, so far, excellent job on Kevin. Alley-oop play. Oh, couldn't handle it.
And that would not have been good for the Rattlers there.
And Darrell Traylor almost connected on that one. I bet you that that was the play called during the timeout.
Trying to catch the Rattlers off guard. The Newman Jets have done a terrific job in pressuring the Rattlers full court. And I think that's really kind of stifled them early on.
The thing about going full court is it takes Bauer about 10 seconds to bring the ball up the court and for them to set up their offense. See Kotzer working hard, but Mesh doing an excellent job bodying up on him.
There's Simmons, he's gonna have to take it. That's Wilson, excuse me. Nice jumper, side of the basket.
Finally a bucket here for the Rattlers.
Oh, and right
Way
there,
long
quickly. That was off balance, almost as the shot clock was ticking down. Out of the D'Antoni's offense. 7 seconds or less. Here's Simmons for 3. No good. Rebound out to the Newman Jets, and here they come.
Same offense on that play, same result. Here's Trey Beck again, the floater. Draws nothing but air there.
And the Rowdy Rattlers don't even know. Here comes Bauer. Fred Wilson down.
There you go. Whoa.
Oh, wow, that one sent into the stands. Number 4, Marquise Kyler. Wowzer. Haven't seen Kotzer ever get swatted like that. And I think they just woke up a sleeping giant.
Well, Kotzer finally touches the ball, and he's only met by a double team, and that ball sent to the second row.
Here's Wilson trying to get the ball back to Kotzer. Kotzer posting, make it his mission to get this one back.
He really wants it. Now he's up at that high post.
There's Wilson, Simmons. He's never been shy about shooting it. Bauer for 3. Bang! At the buzzer.
No one man should have all that Bauer. Took you a while.
No, yeah, I was trying to see a 3.
Whoa.
No good. Here's
Brick.
Bauer with the rebound.
Man, add that brick to our baseball field.
Under construction. Here's Wilson. Drops it off, and that one is stolen. Here come the Jets. Trying to drop it off.
Trey Beck.
Another tough jumper. That one rattles, no good. Rebound out to Wilson. Not able to hold on to it. Newman Jets get an extra possession here, and now they'll have to slow the ball down. Not sure why the Jets are playing with this frantic pace so early. They had a 7-point lead. You would think you want to kind of establish a rhythm, and maybe they wanted to play up tempo. That has kind of backfired on them.
Good pick and roll there, but it's mishandled.
Tough jumper. That draws nothing.
That's about the 4th or 5th way offline shot here so far for the Jets.
And all these shots are being very well contested. Simmons, count it. Offensive foul.
I believe the call is offensive. It is.
It's an offensive foul. Simmons had a nice lane there.
Not very emphatic there by the referee. We had to wait for confirmation.
I think he also had a little...
Might have been unsure.
Yeah, he was a little unsure about that one. Nonetheless, it is against the Rattlers. Substitution time for St. Mary's. We have the original 5 back on the floor. Taylor, Sandufu, and Matthews checking in. And they join Bauer and Kotzer. The Jets also making platoon substitutions. That shot no good. Kotzer able to cradle this one.
Bauer over to Sandufu. Back up to Bauer. Looking for Kotzer at the top post. Be Taylor. Excellent entry pass.
Oh, and that's easy a shot. Kotzer might get all game, and he takes full advantage of that one.
Yeah, good use of using a left hand there. I thought he might dunk that one home at first, but a little bit of finesse there for the big man.
Ties it all up at 12, the Ivory Tower. That is his first bucket of the game. Long jumper, that is no good. And the Jets here have kind of hit a dry spell, similar to the one the Rattlers had.
Might be ineffective them going so deep into their bench. They might be doing it to keep fresh, but then again, these guys might be as used to shooting the ball as much.
True, and maybe not establishing rhythm.
Triple team.
Had Sandufu there open for a second. He's back in the lane. Tough shot. I think that was, somebody got a hand on that one. Sandufu again. Here's Matthews.
Being very physical down there. Gets his own rebound and gets fouled.
Able to draw the foul there.
We got a foul called on one spot and a jump ball on the other.
The NFL replaced the refs, and they're gonna go with the jump ball.
And I don't think that's the right call. The referee that called the jump ball, Matthews had his back to him, so he couldn't really see it. But as it is, we're squared away at 12 apiece. We got 7 minutes left. You're watching Rattlers basketball on Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, Rattler fans, inside Bill Greehey Arena on this cloudy and rainy Saturday afternoon in San Antonio, Texas. David Tovar, Joe Rodriguez, Jets, Rattlers, all tied up at 12 apiece. Remember, Rattler fans, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/St. Mary's Rattlers. On the top of your screens is our Twitter handle. Oh, a rejection by Monroe. That'll be a goaltend. I think it hit the glass first.
Almost a great chase down block by Monroe coming off of his man there.
Yeah, let us know what you think at St. Mary's Rattlers, like it is on the top of your screen. And, of course, for the latest on all of the Rattler athletics, baseball was in action today. They were unable to win that one, 7-5 was the final score against Fort Smith. UAFS taking 2 out of the 3 games in this series.
Yep, and the men fall to 5-2 now on the season, dropping the last 2.
Softball also and women's basketball played earlier today. They lost by 2. For all of the action and all the reports, all the coverage on them, check out RattlerAthletics.com. A 2-point lead for the Newman Jets. Here's Sandufu all the way. Not able to fall with that one. Bryce Smith not able to finish this one. And an open jam for number 13, Josh Pleasant.
And Fearsome Duffy, you got to make that one go down. That's a quick 4-point swing right there.
That was a tough shot, though, and here comes the pressure. Bryce Smith wisely gets it over to Darrell Taylor, and now he's in the front court. Joe Monroe, Bryce Smith, Darrell Taylor, Isaiah Matthews, and Mo Sandufu, 5 on the floor. After that media timeout, Matthews, easy bucket, gets that to go.
Excellent entry pass there from Sandufu, making up for that last miss.
Matthews, who had 11 in Thursday's game against Fort Smith. That is his first bucket of the game, and it's good to see him going. Drayton, that is an offensive foul. Very out of control there.
It looks like the Jets are going to back off their full court pressure, at least for this one possession.
And number 3.
Oh, never mind, they'll pick it back up. Rattlers need to start making them pay for that full court pressure, though.
Hey, you got to make those passes, but it's always been an Achilles heel of the Rattlers. They have struggled in the past with the press, not here, as they are able to clear this one quickly. 2-point deficit for St. Mary's. Monroe way up high. Now Bryce Smith left side. Got a lane. Gonna take it behind. And Monroe not able to finish.
And a foul committed here. And Smith went with the reverse there. It looked like he had his left hand, but tried to use the rim for protection. Just couldn't get it to go down. Bobby Wesley bringing the ball up the court. Setting up the offense here for the Jets. Pleasant tried up and under move, wasn't able to get it.
Nice defense being played here by the Rattlers, and the Jets shot clock at 5. Drayton puts it up again. And it's back-to-back offensive fouls, and of course he's been out of control on both possessions.
That'll be his second foul. He's probably going to go take a seat here.
And it looks like he will. Substitution time for the Jets. Rattlers also going to bring Christian Bauer back in, and he'll join the fray now.
2 more Newman players now coming into the game. Here's Bauer. He'll try to break the full court pressure himself. Seconds on the shot clock here. Taylor handled by Monroe, but it goes awry and out of bounds. That'll take us to a media timeout. 14-16, the Rattlers trail. You're watching Rattlers men's basketball on Rattlers Live. welcome back, Rattler fans. 3:56 left in the first half here. Rattlers trailing 16-14 and what appears to be a really slow and grueling pace for this game so far, David.
I think to put it in terms that you would appreciate, Joe, a pitcher's duel. A really defensive heavy game. Both teams really not going, really neither team has got it going on offense. And that is Trey Beck. It's an easy one, kind of waltzes into the lane. 4-point lead for the Newman Jets.
Bauer almost got his pocket picked there. Kotzer at the high post. Over to DT. StMU now.
Underneath to Matthews.
He's double teamed in the lane, forced up a shot. Swatted away. It'll be Jets ball.
As we approach 3 minutes here, a 4-point lead for the Newman Jets. Steps into this one. That shot no good. Offensive board for the Jets.
And no one blocked Mesh out.
Beck for 3, no good. Kotzer, he got that one batted away. Not able to handle that rebound. And an easy bucket again for the Newman Jets. A 6-point lead now.
And Mesh hasn't shown up on the scoreboard yet, but I think he's probably playing an integral part for this Jets team. He's really having a solid game.
There's Darryl Taylor. Screen set by Matthews. Taylor stays with it. Over to StMU. They're trying to look for Kotzer. And what a terrific job the Jets have done on Kotzer. He has not had much of an effect on this game yet.
Yep. Only 2 points off 2 shots. StMU another 3, and that one doesn't go. Rebounded by the Jets.
6-point lead for Newman. We're approaching a 2-minute warning here. Justin Alexander looking to check in. Next whistle.
There's Mesh. He'll get his first bucket of the game, and the lead has now swelled to 22-14.
Backdoor cut, and Bill Green has become very, very quiet.
So far, these Rattler fans not given much to cheer about.
No. There's Taylor. Puts it on the floor, and he is fouled. That foul going on number 23, Darrell Traylor, fouling Darryl Taylor. Oh, man, that's got to be something out of a Twilight Zone.
Guess so. Next foul will put the Rattlers into the bonus, 1-1.
Here's Taylor. Quick jumper, gets that to go.
Hand in his face. I think he made up his mind to shoot that one. Good defense there by Alexander as he steps up to contest that shot. And the Rattlers get going in transition. It's StMU. Over to Taylor now. Double clutches, and he'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Almost fell through for him. And as you mentioned, Joe, that'll put the Rattlers at the line. And Darryl Taylor, 4 points. I think the high man for St. Mary's. I think the high man for St. Mary's first free throw is good. Give him 5 on the night.
And what I just saw, I want to see more out of the Rattlers. Get that defensive rebound, get out in transition, get some flow going to this game. Taylor, the second one up, and it's through the net. (22-18) the score here. 1 minute remaining in the first half.
And DT solely cutting the lead in half. It was from 8, now at 4. Rattlers trying to get this within 2 at least going into half, and that's a good start. Good defense there in the paint. Rattlers plenty of time to get a good shot here. Even maybe try to go for 2.
And that was excellent defense there by Mesh. That's his second straight great defensive play.
Alexander has great position.
Bauer thought about a 3 there.
Swung over to StMU. In the lane, using the glass, gets that to go. Well, StMU cuts this one within 2.
Great vision there by Kotzer. He hasn't been effectively scoring so far this game, but he's able to find the open man with the skip pass.
Timeout called by the Jets. We'll stay right here with you. as it is a 30-second timeout, 24.3 remaining. Well, Rattler fans, of course, we remind you, check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/St. Mary's Rattlers. Follow us on Twitter at St. Mary's Rattlers, rattlerathletics.com. As we mentioned earlier, the baseball team went down today 7-5 at 7-6. 7-6. Our very own Robin Johnson just informing me of that right now. 7-6 over at Nelson Wolf. That brings a record of 5-2. Softball team, I believe, is on the road right now. The women's basketball team dropped this afternoon's game to the Newman Lady Jets, 51-53. Just a little
bit slow of a day for the Rattlers so far, I'd say.
Yeah, not exactly a festive day. Just a glimpse inside the Rattler universe, rattlerathletics.com.
Jets ought to hold for the last shot here, 20 seconds on the clock roughly.
St. Mary's trailed by 8 in about a minute and a half span. They have brought it back down to 2. I think this is kind of positive going into the half, especially they were struggling on offense. Good defense here, tied up, and going to call a foul.
That's all right. Rattlers had a foul to give there, but next foul will put the Jets into the bonus. 5.5 seconds left here.
Here come the Jets. That one is kicked out to the corner. A long three hits nothing. And just like that, we go to half. The Rattlers trail the Newman Jets 20-22. Stay with us. More upcoming inside Bill Gree Arena. Ever important Heartland Conference game. You're watching all the action right here. Rattlers Live on EO Stream.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mark Boston, president of the St. Mary's Club.
Yeah. I don't know right now or even after the
I just want something. Yeah, I want something to drink too. Rattler fans, you are looking live right now at the introduction of our new athletics director, Elizabeth Dalton. Right there is the president of the St. Mary's Rattler Nation Booster Club handling the introduction. And then, of course, some words from our new AD.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Elizabeth Dalton to the St. Mary's family.
I can't wait to get started and officially become a member of the St. Mary's community on Monday. I certainly already going to make it feel part of the family. And what a great university we have, a great environment for our student athletes to compete and represent all of you. Matter of fact, our two basketball teams are combined 20-3 on this court this season. We appreciate you all coming out. We hope you'll be back for our final homestand on February 21st and 23rd. And let's not forget, we were the first university in San Antonio. We're San Antonio's team, and we need all of you to help us spread our message about all the great things going on over here at St. Mary's. Go Rattlers!
Ladies and gentlemen, Nolan Seneff here with you. That is our new athletic director who will be starting on Monday, Liz Dalton, and we will be very happy to have her. We'll be back with the second half here on Rattlers Live.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. Right around 3 minutes remaining before the start of the second half. David Tomar, Joe Rodriguez with you. Joe, we talked about this in between a couple timeouts. Sloppy play all around from both teams. We'll focus on our Rattlers. A sloppy game. I don't know what to tell you. That's not the extent of my analysis right now.
Well, let's talk about what they can do better.
Okay.
The thing that I mainly want to see them do better is try to get out and transition more. Let's speed up this game. I know they're getting most of their shots with under 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They have a very methodical offense. We know that. Let's try to get something more towards 15 seconds. Get this pace flowing. I mean, that way the press won't be as effective, and Rattlers can hopefully work themselves some quick buckets in transition.
Kevin Kotzer only 2 points in that first half. What does he need to do to get himself going and in turn get the rest of his Rattlers going?
I think Kotzer honestly needs a little bit help here today. The Jets absolutely, positively are not letting Kevin Kotzer beat them today. They're double teaming him whenever he touches the ball, and whenever he makes his first move, they're bringing the triple team. I think Kotzer's going to need some help here today, but once the other players start getting going and start getting a little bit of attention, then we'll see Kotzer get his regular touches and therefore be more effective.
Darryl Taylor has 6, Mosen Dufu has 5 to lead the way in Rattler Yellow this afternoon. Who's your player to watch in the second half? Who's going to have to bust out and break out in order for the Rattlers to get through this one?
I'm really looking at Christian Bauer. I think once they beat that press, Bauer has to be able to find a cutter and make that one pass for the easy bucket. It really is not an effective way that the Rattlers are playing, in my personal opinion, so far here today. They're beating the press, and then they're letting the Jets set up into their defense and bring all those double and triple teams. We're going to have to see some cuts and some plays made by the Rattlers. Once again, looking to get some easy buckets in order to punish that press and that double teaming defense.
Let's see if all of that comes into fruition in the second half. Rattler fans, again, we thank you for joining us. Some other news around Rattler Athletics brought to you by RattlerAthletics.com. The baseball team goes down this afternoon. They lose 7-6 over at Nelson Wolf to UA Fort Smith. They lose 2 out of the 3 games in that 3-game series against the Lions. The Lady Rattlers also lost earlier this afternoon here inside Bill Gorey Arena to the Newman Lady Jets, 53-51. And with that, we are right here. 20 minutes of basketball here in the second half. About to get underway. Rattlers and Jets starting the first portion of this second half for the St. Mary's Rattlers. It'll be Bauer, Taylor, Sandufu, Matthews, and Kevin Kotzer. Same 5 that began the game.
Now we're seeing Rattlers putting Kevin Kotzer in the high post, maybe trying to get him going there.
Darryl Taylor, he gets that first bucket to go. And a guy who's never been afraid to take a jumper in confined space, it's Darryl Taylor. Here come the Newman Jets.
You really like to see that play coming out. A little bit of a decoy screen there for Kotzer, and then they set the screen for Taylor. He gets open on the curl for a wide open jumper. Rebound here for Sandufu. The Rattlers bringing the ball up the court.
I think this game, Joe, is going to be imperative for the guards to have a big second half. Here's Kevin Kotzer, and there you go. You mentioned it in the halftime, a triple team. So you're going to have to see a lot of Sandufu and Bauer taking jumpers. This 3 is launched. Shot no good. Kevin Kotzer.
You see it exactly there in the last possession. Kotzer, as soon as he touches the ball, there's going to be the double team. As soon as he makes his first move, there's going to be the triple.
I think Kevin has to impact the game in different ways. He's not only a scorer. He doesn't need to have 20 and 10 for us to win, which is usually the case. Here's Bauer, stepped into this one. That jumper is good.
Excellent escape dribble there off the pump fake.
And that's what you have to do. If they're going to concentrate so much on Kotzer as guards and players on the perimeter, you have to make Newman pay. And Kevin can affect the game with his rebounding, with his defense. He's contested a couple of shots. I'm reminded of the Beck shots, and they were pretty out of line. And a lot in part due to Kevin Kotzer. So we're going to have to see a lot of that here in this second half.
And another thing I really like to see Kevin Kotzer do, we saw it toward the end of the first half, he had a little bit of a skip pass and found StMU who managed to create a little bit for open jump shot. Those skip passes are going to be open.
2-point lead for the St. Mary's Rattlers. Here's Kotzer. Double teamed again. Matthews wide open. Kotzer, too many in the way. Here's Taylor for three. That's good.
And he's coming out fired, isn't he?
5 already in this second half. We're about 2 minutes into it. And a timeout taken by the Jets. They trail by 5. This is the largest lead of the game for the St. Mary's Rattlers. Stay with us. More upcoming right here on Ustream.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. The Rattlers in the midst of a 7-0 run here to start the second half. David Darrell Taylor so far lighting it up. 2 made shots so far this half.
You know, I could have diagrammed a better start to this second half. 7-1 as you mentioned. And we were trying to, find a way to fix our offensive woes. The Rattlers seem to have done exactly that. They're going to try to play inside out and have the guards and the perimeter players and shooters bring us back. They got us with a 5-point lead. Terrific start for Darrell Taylor. He has 5 in the second half.
An excellent defense there by Matthews. Mesh now putting the ball on the court. The hook shot banks it in.
And I'll tell you what, great shot there, but 9 out of 10 times, that's not going to fall.
Yeah, especially since Kotzer was working on him, had him pushed well off the block.
A lot of credit there. That's a good shot there. Ryan Mesh cuts it down to 3.
Kotzer, the screen here for StMU, rolls to the basket, but it's well covered.
Bauer for 3. Yes! Christian Bauer, and we're seeing it here. He has 5 in the second half as well. He has the range. He stepped into a jump shot earlier in this half, and then he hits a big 3-pointer. Shout out to our photographer, Tony Morano. His computer and his equipment almost catching a basketball.
Man, StMU almost picked that one. It would have been showtime if he had. Kotzer now will go to the bench, and we'll see Alexander come into the game.
We'll see how this changes up the dynamic for the Rattlers. I don't think the Jets are going to lay off in the post. They're going to send double and triples to Alexander as well.
Well, I've seen them doubling Matthews so far here today, but I don't think I've seen them triple him quite yet. Ooh, and Taylor thought he had the strip there, but they're going to call him, I think, for a push in the back.
Roddy Rattlers not happy with that. Call it off. Fred Wilson about to check in. It's for StMU.
That foul, though, on the floor, they did not give him the continuation.
6-point lead for the St. Mary's Rattlers. It is their largest of the game.
25 on the shot clock here. Excellent defense so far from the Rattlers. That one's jacked up for 3.
And that is good after a couple bounces.
That one rattled around for Darrell Taylor, but eventually found home.
Yeah, some gratuitous bounces. That's good.
Bauer sized up that double team and just beat it with the dribble.
3-point lead once again. The Jets cutting it down in half. Here's Matthews. Whoa. Leaping ability. That one is sent back by Marquise Coyler, and he had the big block on Kotzer earlier in this game.
Yeah, Isaiah tried to get the high-low pass going, but no doing. Bauer dialed on the layup attempt.
Tough layup there for Newman Jets about to check in. So again, the wholesale substitutions being made. Here's Beck, drops it off. Coiler loses control.
Alexander hits the floor and comes away with it. Great hustle.
Great hustle by the big man. You don't much see 6'10" on the floor.
And now we got a reaching foul here on Darrell Traylor, and I'll be the first one of the quarter. Timeout here on the floor. Rattlers still lead 30-27. You're watching men's basketball on Rattlers Live. And welcome back, Rattler fans. 30-27 the score. We got 15-15 left here in the second half. On the court for the Rattlers, it's Taylor, Bauer, Fred Wilson, Isaiah Matthews, and Alexander.
There's Bauer controlling with a 3-point lead early in the second half. Here's Bauer all the way. Scoops one up. No good. Another errant layup there by Bauer. Very uncharacteristic of him. Tripped up, and that will go against Alexander on the deck.
Good job getting back there.
And Elad Tamaralu hits the deck there. It'll stay with the Jets under their basket.
Drayton now with the ball, top of the key.
Defended by Wilson, down low. Here come the Jets, trying to get something going here. Tough jumper, Rainbow hits nothing.
Alexander again contesting another shot. Well done.
Rattlers doing a good job in the post defensively. They've contested and made a lot of shots very tough on the Newman Jets. Here's Darrell Taylor, steps into this one, no good. Out of bounds, and it will be Jets possession.
Excellent job there by Alexander setting the down screen for Taylor to get free. He just didn't knock down the shot. Drayton again with the ball. He'll initiate the offense. He gets a pick from Pleasant.
This shot flipped up.
Oof, late whistle there.
The foul will go against Taylor. That is 3 on him.
Malu will now go to line. And he knocks down the first.
Mo Sandufu checking right back in for Darrell Taylor. I was wondering that substitution was going to be made.
I missed my free throw too.
Oh man, if you guys can see the shenanigans of the Rowdy Rattlers taking out here inside Bill Curry Arena. Free throw is no good, and the Jets trail by 2.
Bauer now with the ball.
Oh man.
Picks up a double screen. Alexander now, top of the key, over to Wilson.
Looking
Matthews
down low.
working hard.
There's Matthews in the paint. Rejected again, but he stays with it. That's an easy one to foul. Matthews, he's got 4 in the game. And more importantly, he gives the Rattlers a 4-point lead. A 3 is hoisted. That hits nothing. And the Righty Rattlers will remind him of his air ball.
Man, McCarthy, quick trigger there, but couldn't get it to go anywhere near the bucket. Tried to fall down and draw the foul there, too. Sandufu doubled in the backcourt. He finds Wilson.
Wilson steps into this one. That shot no good. Offensive board by Matthews. And an offensive board put back there by Justin Alexander. 6-point lead again for the Rattlers.
Drayton jacks one up right away.
And quickly
nails it.
Cuts it in half. My, oh my, the pace of this game picking up here in the last couple of possessions.
And it looks like we'll have another platoon swap coming up for the Jets.
I tell you, Joe, you mentioned it earlier. It is an unorthodox style of basketball to have all these platoon subs. Foul called on Drayton.
And Newman's head coach, Mark Potter, isn't happy with that one.
Yeah, not at all.
Trying to kick a hole in the floor.
Stomp a mud hole dry. Now, it's an unorthodox way of coaching, but I mean, it has garnered him the best record in the Heartland Conference. Oh, so what do I know,
Well, as long as you have players who are, decent enough shape and they are able to come off the bench ready to play, then yeah, it's a style that can work for you. Matthews working in the post. Wilson fakes the pass. Alexander now, the high post.
Oh, wide open Sandufu. He's going to get under the basket, make it easier for himself. That shot no good. Offensive board to Wilson.
And that's another thing that you'll see by teams that double team. Teams that double team don't manage to box out very well, so we have the shot clock reset here. They don't manage to box out very well most of the time because they're busy double teaming. So therefore, they're prone to offensive rebounding, and that's something that looks like the Rattler Bigs are taking advantage of here so far. Excellent give and go.
And he knew that was a great pass. He didn't even see the result. Matthews finishes it off, and he has 6 off the great dish from Wilson.
Yep, Wilson's man had commit over to him. Unselfish play, dropping it off to Matthews, who reaps the benefits.
A 5-point lead for the St. Mary's Rattlers as we take another media timeout. Stay with us, Rattler fans. More upcoming. You're watching all the action live on Neostream.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. 36-31, the edge for your St. Mary's Rattlers. 11 minutes, 54 seconds remaining in this Heartland Conference clash.
And these are the number 1 and the number 3 teams in the conference. Jets and Rattlers respectively. Only 2 games behind are the Rattlers from the Jets. Rattlers 5-4, the Jets 7-2, so this one can really close the gap. Beck for 3. That shot no good. Kotzer, I didn't get to it. It'll be a
Rattlers ball, I believe, off of Collier.
No foul called there. Wilson, Sandufu, and Bauer here in the backcourt. Alexander and Kotzer in the front. Oh, Sandufu. Nice handles, able to get that across court.
Right there's when they need to hit Kotzer. He had the one-on-one opportunity. Oh, high-low.
Oh, there it is. Kevin Kotzer. Not a lot of easy baskets. His stat line shows that. Only 4 points in the game.
Man, Alexander really coming to play here today.
Terrific pass in Kotzer. Terrific recognition of a man behind him. Lets him jump out of the picture. Gets an easy one here. Another three. Trey Beck. That shot no good. And Mr. Beck is starting to build a home out of all those bricks.
Bauer gets it across court.
7-point lead for the Rattlers here.
Wilson and Sundufu both running off the screens.
As we've seen, the Jets can quickly close.
Another high-low here.
Oh,
And one.
count it. And the foul, Kevin Kotzer.
Wow, another great high-low pass there. Alexander, 2 quick assists here.
9-point lead for St. Mary's. They are finally starting to catch the Jets here on their heels defensively.
Left that one short and a scramble for the rebounds before the Jets corral it.
So Jets with it here, largest deficit of the game for them. I mean, as crazy it is to say it, maybe the Jets are starting to wear down just a little bit, not there. Bad defensive breakdown there for the Rattlers. They left that entire paint wide
Square
open.
slams it down. Here we go, 3-on-2 situation.
Kotzer with it, drops it back off to Bauer.
There's the double team. No repost, Kotzer again. Right-handed hook, left short.
Now he just took it right to him. And as you mentioned, that shot falling a little short.
Nice pass as Coyer's found underneath the basket and he puts it in for 2.
Physical defense there by Alexander. And Coyler there able to finish it off. 5-point lead now.
Bauer bringing the ball up the court. He's being doubled.
He's trapped. Sandufu able to catch this one.
And now Bauer will set up the offense with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Sandufu, the skip pass. Moved on to Wilson, who takes it strong. He'll draw the foul. Head to the line for 2.
Great break there for the Rattlers. That was called a blocking foul, and that'll set a Wilson chance to score with the clock paused.
Hitting 2 at the line for the Rattlers. 32, Brad Wilson.
Isaiah Matthews looks like he's ready to check back in, as is Darrell Taylor. Also coming in will be Pleasant for the Jets. He'll be coming in for Ryan Mesh. Alexander and Sandufu both take a seat. 9 minutes left here. Rattlers lead 41-35. Second free throw upcoming. And now 42-35 as the lead is now 7 for the Rattlers. Ooh, Wilson gambling there, almost came away with the steal.
Tough shot there, and wow, that looked like offensive interference.
Yeah, well, called tip slam though by Pleasant. Another athletic play.
Jets have some athletes on their team.
Yeah, now it looks like it'll be a foul on Trey Beck. Wilson drawing that one. Now it looks like Drayton and McCarthy will both check back in. It's Trey Beck and Darrell Traylor will both take a seat. Be Bauer against Drayton.
8.5 remaining here. Bauer trying to get it across and does. Now Kotzer. Top of the key looking, trying to get it back to Bauer. And the Rattlers have about 20 seconds to set something up here. Down low, Matthews. Not even a way to catch this one. Puts it up, stays with it. Another bad shot. And the Jets with it now here.
Man, but that high-low sure is working for the Rattlers.
And might as well exploit it. Drayton for three again.
Man,
How many times has Drayton brought this lead down to 3 and now to 2?
Man, quick trigger for these Jets players in transition. They aren't afraid to pull it.
Not at all. Under the 8-minute mark here. Now Wilson finds Matthews. Down low. He gets swatted.
Pleasant on the block there.
And just like that, after the Drayton 3 and that swat, they are sucked out of this
Drayton,
arena. 3. No good offensive board. Rattlers got to get their heads in this one. They are getting out-rebounded here.
Drayton throws that one away there. That's a present.
That is a fortunate break here for the St. Mary's Rattlers. Their once 9-point lead cut to 2 here. 7.5 remaining. Stay with us. An exciting one brewing right here on Ustream.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. 42-40, about 7:30 remaining here as your Rattlers lead. Very exciting game here, a game that could determine positioning for the Heartland Conference Tournament. And we'll have a one-on-one here with Wilson. He draws the foul and we'll go to the free throw line for 2.
42-40 the score here. Fred Wilson will head to the line.
That was a smart play coming out of the timeout. They knew they were doing the full court man-to-man pressure, so they set up their men on the side of the court where they're throwing the ball in and allowed Wilson to have the free one-on-one.
Wilson has been pretty versatile in this game. His defense has been, as always, pretty good. But offensively, he's done a great job passing the ball. He had that great dish to Matthews. He's done a good job taking some jump shots, creating his own jump shots. And in this case, trying to foul all the way. Makes the first free throw. Here's the second one.
And
that's good.
And with that second one, he's now 4 for 4 from the free throw line in this half. Now Kotzer will take a seat and Alexander will come in.
So it'll be Alexander, Matthews, Wilson, Taylor, and Bauer. The 5 of the 4 for St. Mary's. And if I am correct, Taylor able to deflect this one.
Man, he saved a bucket there. Pleasant was wide open under the rim by himself.
Yeah, another great backdoor cut by Newman. It's stopped by Taylor. Bauer, floater, that's good. Shades of Tony Parker on that floater.
Yeah, really nice job there. Nice give and go from the high post. Getting that one up and over the defense. Here's Drayton
all the way, and they cannot leave the paint that open and be successful. Alexander. Bauer.
Now here comes the double team.
Bauer able to get through it. Wilson, gets that over. Bullet pass for Matthews.
That's what I mean by they got to beat the press. If they manage to do that, then the Jets have no choice but to stop pressing.
Terrific play there by Wilson. He has been terrific this afternoon, and maybe his scoring output does not reflect that, but his passing, his defense, his wherewithal has been good. Here's Bauer. Finds Taylor. Offensive fouling. That's a good call.
I thought his feet were moving.
I think he was set.
He was set, and then he had a little shuffle there towards the end, and I don't know, close one there.
And don't get me wrong, Joe. It hurts me to admit that one. Taylor made that one in, and that's 4 on DT. but good play there by the Jets. And good
Taylor now going to the bench, and Mark Simmons checking into the game. Sandufu now checking Akui. Spins baseline. Good help defense by Alexander, who then corrals the rebound. Now Bauer will bring the ball up the court. We'll have a timeout here for the Rattlers. 48-42, they lead. So you're watching Rattlers basketball on Rattlers Live. And welcome back, Rattler fans. Kevin Kotzer checking back in here. Simmons still on the court along with Bauer, Sandufu, and Isaiah Matthews. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 5:30 on the game clock. That one looks like Drayton got a piece of it, and Bauer turns it over. Drayton now bringing the ball up the court. He's had a good game here today as he's had 15 points for the Jets.
He's had a couple of sharp threes that really have cut the Rattlers' momentum at times as we are approaching 5 minutes remaining here in regulation. I think all possessions are now going to become very crucial and very important.
Pleasant has it at the top of the key. He'll hand it off to Akui.
Mo Sandufu guarding. Kotzer back on the floor. Tough jumper. That's good. Give all of those to Shamar Okoye. And Okoye was being tended to in the trainer's table earlier this half. He seems to be pretty okay here. Bauer over to Sandufu. Sandufu not able to hold on to it. That layup is good.
Pleasant able to get that one.
Timeout called by Coach Zelznak. Rattlers here have stumbled. We'll stay right here with you. 30-second timeout.
30 seconds.
Man, for the St. Mary's Rattlers, 48-46. We want to thank everyone watching this broadcast via Ustream, Rattlers Live. David Tovar, Joe Rodriguez with you. And, well, Joe, it's been a topsy-turvy game for these Rattlers. They have looked impressive at times. They've had the lead as high as 9. They've pushed it to 6.
Yeah, this one a bit of a grind so far here today, and really just a bit of a struggle, but something that you'd honestly expect from the Jets, who right now are leading the Heartland Conference.
Sandufu, Simmons, and Bauer. Matthews, Kotzer, 5 on the floor. For St. Mary's here, Darryl Taylor leading all scorers in Rattler Gold. He has 4 fouls. Currently on the bench. Here's Sandufu.
Right there's when the Rattlers need to attack, in my opinion. They had a 3-on-2 situation there.
Drops it off. Here's Simmons.
Rattlers getting into their offense. Bauer receives a pick from Kotzer. Over to Simmons now. He's going to have to hoist one up.
Gets one. That shot no good, and
Be a shot clock violation. Didn't hit the rim.
2-point lead still for the St. Mary's Rattlers.
Be a Coy bringing the ball up the court. He's checked by Sandufu. Now over to Pleasant.
Drops it off. That shot is good.
You got a tie ball game here.
48 all here. Absolutely right, Joe. This one coming down to the wire.
Simmons now. He'll leave it off to Bauer. Now back to Simmons. He's looking for Kotzer. He has him. There's a double team. And
Oh,
Coy
and
takes
it's
it away
ripped.
from him.
Here come the Jets. Good. Good play there.
That's some great defense, and Okoye manages to boot it out of bounds. Now we have a timeout. We'll take it with them. 48 all. We're squared away. So you're watching Rattlers basketball on Rattlers Live. And welcome back, Rattler fans. We're squared away at 48, 3:30 left in this game here at the St. Mary's home court, Bill Greehey Arena, Heartland Conference standings implications.
Sandufu here. Takes it across the court, evades all tacklers. And to the top here to Bauer. 3:20 remaining, 48 all, as you mentioned, Joe, inside Bill Greehey Arena. Saturday, it is now Saturday night. Now, while it is cloudy, damp, foggy, and rainy outside, we are very fortunate to not be in the Northeast right now. Kotzer, that shot is good. And we're also fortunate not to cover Kevin Kotzer down to the post.
8 points now for Kotzer.
Daryl Taylor back in, foul underneath. It looks to be against Matthews. It will be. And that will be the first on Isaiah Matthews. 8 points for him on the night. That will put Coiler at the line.
And Okoye will come back in now for Wesley. And look at those rowdy Rattlers.
Oh, man. I'm going to just lay out and let watch. That shot don't go. On the 1-and-1.
And you just have to have absolute, total, and complete concentration.
Yeah, in order to not be distracted by that. 2-point lead for St. Mary's. Top of the key to Kotzer. Now Bauer, left side. Trying to find somebody in the post. Daryl Taylor, now Sandufu.
Both teams will be shooting in the bonus the rest of the way.
Kotzer, no double yet. Oh, one-on-one. He's going to eat you alive, and he does right there. If any time to get conservative, you're the Jets. This is not it.
If any time to get away from your game plan that's been very effective the whole game, now's not the time. Kotzer now with 10 points.
And like Coach Potter, I think, agrees with us. We'll stay on right here with you. Timeout taken by the Jets. 2:20 remaining.
52-48. Kevin Kotzer, a couple of quick clutch buckets here as we approach the 2-minute warning, as you would say.
Time to look ahead on the schedule, Joe, as this one is going to come down to an exciting conclusion, but the Rattlers will be back on the court. Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you, Joe.
How exciting. I'll be in Virginia.
Oh, nice. One of my favorite provinces. Virginia. I may be at this game. at St. Edwards over in Austin, Texas. That'll be on Thursday. Then Saturday the 16th, the Rattlers will be on the road at McMurray. That's a provisional member of the Heartland Conference. And then they won't return to Bill Gree until the 21st. That is a Thursday afternoon. 7:30 start time against Dallas Baptist.
Back to action now here. We have a foul. It'll be Mesh. I don't know who he was fouled by. I think they're calling it on Ben Wilson. Mesh will go to the line 1-1, and StMU will check in for Wilson.
So Mesh at the line.
Concentrate.
I think Mesh is looking anywhere but at the rim
Concentrate.
until he absolutely has to put up this shot.
Concentrate.
Another miss. My oh my, this may be this could be a proven a proven method.
Hey, whatever works for you. And I believe a timeout has been called by Coach Z here.
He wants to make sure this ball does not get lost or fumbled away.
Just over 2 minutes remaining here. Rattlers lead by 4. David, what are you looking for in crunch time here? Who are you giving the ball to?
You know, the Jets here, I think, are getting a little too conservative. They don't want to leave their guy open, and they don't want to see their guy be the one to hit a big shot. You go down low and you keep working what we've always worked with. You go down low and you see what's going to happen. If Kotzer has a one-on-one matchup, it's going to eat you alive, as I mentioned. If not, he'll kick it out. We'll see a jumper knocked down by StMU, Taylor, or Bauer, who, as you've seen before on Tovar's Take, Bauer, underrated offensive player. You saw a teardrop. You saw some jump shots from earlier. Rattlers turn this one over, and all the way.
Good foul there.
Oh, almost got to stop StMU, but it will be a foul, and now we'll put Darrell Traylor at the line. We had a giggle about this last year with the DTs, Darrell and Darrell.
And Traylor knocks down the free throw.
Well done, DT.
Yes.
He has a way better concentration than I do. I'm just broadcasting and I can't keep my eyes off.
Are we allowed to show that?
Hey, Rattles both in. They should count for 2 points a pop if he can knock him down with that going on.
Kotzer with the ball in the backcourt. He finds StMU.
Inside the 2 minutes. 2-point game.
They're going to have to get it across the court. There, Taylor gets it across.
Darrell Taylor wide open. He had a lot of room and he can launch it.
Now Matthews with the ball. They're looking to feed Kotzer here. He's guarded by Pleasant. Here comes the double. Out to Bauer. Now we're StMU. Kotzer again with the repost. He's looking to create.
Taylor for 3.
Wide open.
Yes!
Knocks it down. 55-50 now the lead for the Rattlers.
Here come the Jets. And this arena is rocking, and
I believe we're going to get a call called here on StMU.
it'll be on the floor, so it'll be a one-on-one upcoming.
I think we're in double bonus here.
It will be a 2-shot foul. Exactly right, Joe.
Yeah,
and so Darrell Traylor will try his luck one more time here with the Rowdy Rattlers.
Some more antics here.
Knocks it down, Darrell Traylor.
Traylor is not phased.
He is really poo-pooing on this party.
And more antics now.
He gets it to go. 4 straight free throws for Darrell Traylor, and he puts his Jets within 3.
StMU now trying to beat Drayton. Over to Taylor. Now Bauer. Kotzer's wide open under the rim, but he's not able to get it to him.
Good thing about that is time is running, and timeout is called once again.
55 seconds remaining in the game here.
One can assume that breaking the press will be a drill. During practice come Monday. Maybe even tomorrow.
Well, clutch bucket there by Darrell Taylor.
2 clutch free throws. 4, make them 4.
Trailer knocking down the free throws. I'm talking about RDT making the three-pointer down the other end.
Indeed.
Very impressive.
Rattler fans, you are looking live inside Bill Gray Arena. 54.9 remaining. A 3-point lead for the St. Mary's Rattlers. All-important Heartland Conference game down the stretch. Tournament implications. Tied for number 1. The Newman Jets tied for number 3, the St. Mary's Rattlers. A St. Mary's win this afternoon can get them much closer to a higher seeding.
Underneath 2 minutes, so they're allowed to pass into the backcourt with that pass.
Sandufu able to hold on to it. Rattlers lead by 3. Bauer trying to find some space. Gets all the way through. Floats one up. Uses the glass. That's good. Christian Bauer.
Man, that was a great play there.
Giving the Rattlers a 5-point lead here. It's got to be in the hands of Trailer or Drayton.
Drayton now with the ball at the top of the key.
Darrell Taylor, good defense. Hits a hard screen. Drops it off. And very lucky there. Bailed out by a kickball.
Yeah, he's trying to get it off to Pleasant and off the foot of Kotzer, I believe. And now we'll have a timeout. The Jets will draw up a play.
Another timeout here. Rattler fans, in between this timeout, like us on Facebook. Facebook.com/St. Mary's Rattlers. Also follow us on Twitter, top of your screen, at St. Mary's Rattlers. And of course, for the latest score, stat schedules, the brand new, all new, featuring Joe Rodriguez and myself, Tovar's Take, RattlerAthletics.com. 22.1 remaining, Joe. Rattlers are on defense.
Yeah, well,
just don't foul, I guess would be the...
No fouls. Try to keep them away from threes. Don't let them get any quick backdoor buckets here. I mean, I know it sounds like a lot to do, but try to make them run some clock off here. Once the shot goes up, you have to have the awareness. Shot clock's going to be off. They're going to have to foul you, and you're going to have to knock down your free throws.
Very well. The Jets will have it from under their basket.
Starting 5 on the court for the Rattlers.
A quick 3 by Beck, and again, he has been...
Pleasant, the good athletic putback there, and the Jets call another timeout so the clock doesn't keep running. Now the Rattlers will want to get their free throw shooters on the court.
You see Fred Wilson about to check in here.
You have to think he'd go in for possibly Kotzer here, or I'm not sure.
Maybe Kotzer, I would assume as well.
Isaiah.
They got to get a short lineup out there who can handle the ball, because a press is coming. I was going to say, in between your analysis, they'll have about one more press they got to break here in this game. And this isn't the press they want to turn the ball over on.
Yeah.
And, give up an open 3 to Drayton in transition.
Yeah, especially since the Jets probably won't foul right away here. They're down by 3 points. If they can get a quick steal or force a backcourt violation, then they're still cooking with like about 8 seconds here. So if you're the Rattlers, take care of the ball here. You're not going to get fouled right away. Get it across the half-court line and then hold the ball and sit on it.
3-point game. Rattler fans, we thank you for joining us. What a terrific ball game here to end our Saturday doubleheader of Jets and Rattlers coverage.
It will be Kotzer sitting down here.
And so the 5 and the 4 for the Rattlers with Darrell Taylor inbounding will be Sandufu, Bauer, Wilson, and Matthews. Let's see what the Rattlers got here.
You can run because the basket was just scored. Here comes the double team.
And quickly, a foul here.
Drayton commits it. It'll be Taylor at the line for 2.
Definitely the guy you want at the free throw line if you're the Rattlers.
Actually, it'll be 1-and-1 here for Taylor, so he's going to have to knock them both down.
Darrell Taylor at the line. I would dare say the coolest customer on the court for St. Mary's. He's hit some big shots over his Rattler career.
14 points for him so far today.
And he misses that one. Rebound out to the Jets. Here they come.
They're going to have a chance to tie the game here.
No timeouts. Beck Drops it off. Good defense by Bauer.
There's Coyer. He loses the handle on the ball.
And Fred Wilson has it. I don't think anybody saw him. And that should about seal this one.
1.4 seconds left. No timeouts for the Jets, as you mentioned. He's going to have to go to the line to ice this game. If he makes this first one, that's just about over. Then he can intentionally miss the second if he wants, but probably try to get them both here. Fred Wilson, like you said earlier, doing a whole lot of things to impact this game besides just scoring. 6 points on the game here today. It's 1-1.
May have just had the signature play. Wilson's free throw is good. And he may have just iced this one as well.
Most likely he'll just knock this one through. And that'll do it. And this game will be decided. Last effort, half-court heave, no good. Rattlers win, 59-54, David.
They have defeated the other #1 team in the Heartland Conference in back-to-back games. They have taken down Fort Smith. They have taken down the Newman Jets. What a terrific victory. That improves the Rattlers to 6-4 in conference play, 14-8 overall. 14-6, excuse me, overall.
And then the Jets, they'll drop to 7-3 in conference play and 17-4 overall. Excellent signature win here for the Rattlers, showing they belong. Heartland Conference Tournament lingering. 5 games remaining for the Rattlers. So you've watched Rattlers basketball on Rattlers Live. For David Tovar, Nolan Sinnett, Robin Johnson, and myself.
Holding host, Chad Peters, the host of our RattlerAthletics.com team. To Bristol Bears Love, we thank you for watching. This has been a presentation of St. Mary's Rattler Athletics. Rattlers Live on Ustream.